It would seem as if we have a real fucking cool guy on our hands. Alright, what's up everybody, my name is Sen, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video I wanted to talk a little bit about a comment I got on one of my recent videos. Let me say that this person is 110% an outlier. Most of the comments that I get are extremely supportive, and I definitely appreciate every one of you, but I wanted to discuss this comment today because it was so interesting to me, because I didn't quite understand the goal. You got these? Hell yeah, bitch, let's go. Okay, so the comment I wanted to talk about was a comment in one of my Street Fighter videos. Now, if you guys know that Street Fighter is not my main game, it's not the main game I play. Obviously, it's Dragon Ball. Even though in Dragon Ball I'm a little bit rusty, I haven't been playing as much. But regardless, you guys get the idea. The comment says, good luck getting to gold and staying in gold. Hint, not gonna happen. Honestly, this is very tame. Like, this is extremely tame as far as like a mean comment. I felt this comment was like just interesting to talk about. Also, if you say like hint in you're a fucking nerd, and I'm the one playing fighting games and you're the nerd. Come on, dude. So the first thing I thought was interesting is nowhere in the video did I proclaim like, oh yeah bro, I'm getting a gold, easy claps, like no cap on a stack or anything like that. I didn't like express any feelings of going to gold. Honestly, the sentiment was just that I was stoked to make it to silver. Also, if you do find this comment, don't flame this guy. Like, this is super tame. This is far from toxic. And like I said, I appreciate every one of you guys that have been so supportive with all the comments and likes and content and all that stuff. So yeah, nowhere did I like exclaim that it's like, oh yeah, I'm getting a gold. Normally, I wouldn't even engage or interact with this kind of comment, except for like the genre that it's attached to, and I'll get into that in a second. But most of you guys know that Street Fighter is my main game, and that my goal for Street Fighter was to get silver just because I thought it was attainable. And like on the idea of getting into gold, like it would be cool. It's not very high on my totem pole. I have been enjoying the game like a lot. The game has probably been the most fun that it's been to me as a whole, and I'm gonna make a separate video talking about that a little bit. But I have no real desires to get to gold. There's only like two main things I could pull from this comment. The first, I want to take a look at like the positive light or the positive aspect of it, and it would be as like kind of a motivation to get to gold, like to prove this person wrong. It's like, oh yeah, fuck you, I'm gonna get gold for sure. And yeah, and I had something similar when I was playing Dragon Ball. Like a friend of mine was talking shit in the comment section of one of my old Dragon Ball videos, saying like, you're a scrub, you're a masher, you fucking suck. And I was just like, all right, bitch, like, I'll have you know, this footage was from a month ago. I'm just like, such a fucking nerd. But eventually I got way better at the game, and then somewhat recently he was like, wow, like you've gotten so good at this game, you would beat the shit out of me. Yeah, and that can happen, like especially with me personally. Like I'm the type is like, all right, bitch, watch me. And if this person is like so infatuated with the idea of like, oh, you gotta be gold to be good at the very least, I fought an Ultra Gold player. Like, if you just look around the channel, there's a video of me fighting one of my viewers, Peter. Very sweet individual, very nice human. And they're an Ultra Gold Luke player, and man, they beat me up the first set that we played. The second set was a lot more competitive, and honestly, the most fun I've had in Street Fighter. Like, that was amazing. I look forward to fighting again. Look forward to fighting Peter in Street Fighter 6. But yeah, honestly, like with that being said, even though I just got silver, I'm essentially like bronze squared. Like the deficit of skill is not that vast. It's not that huge. And I've played other fighting games, so I can like raise my level a little bit. Like I played a fuck ton of Guilty Gear when it first dropped. You guys know I played a shit ton of Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. And I've played other games too. I've played Third Strike. I've played a little bit of Street Fighter 4. I've played a little bit of Skullgirls. I've played a lot of Unist and Uniclear, and I've played a little bit of Melty Blood and all this, that, and the other. It's not like you become MLG once you reach gold. It's very much like, all right, like you grinded the game. Not to like slight anyone that made it to gold. Like that's fucking awesome. Like I'm so stoked for you. But yeah, and I'm honestly happy to be the type of person that is like, all right, bitch, like I'll fucking show you. But like on the other hand, for someone else, like, what would the other goal be? Would be to like, oh my gosh, they're right. I'll never make it to gold. I might as well quit now. Like this game sucks. Like what? Oh, Dragon Ball just crashed. Like what is your goal here? Is it to like inspire people to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna prove this guy wrong, or is it to like limit an already like shallow crowd, a shallow populace? Because like the FGC as a collective, pretty big. Like if you think about all the games that everyone is attached to, even with like one IP like Street Fighter, you have Street Fighter 4 players, you have Street Fighter 5 players, you got Third Strike, you got Alpha 3, you got people that are just clamoring at Street Fighter 6, you got super turbo players, you got just vanilla 2 players. Yeah, we have a niche community, like as a collective, massive, like very, very big, very sizable. But it's not like when one Street Fighter game comes out, like everyone flocks to it. And let me say, like, yeah, I definitely suck. I'm not a good Street Fighter player. Like, I think I owned up to that in the video. It's like, oh yeah, guys, I'm not very good. Like, I'm just having a lot of fun with the game. And for some reason, this commenter pulled that from that. That's a little weird. But yeah, like with Dragon Ball as an example, like I have people asking me, is like, oh hey, can you keep making the tutorials? Hey, can you watch my match footage? Hey, can you give me some tips? And I'm not that great of a Dragon Ball player. Like I'm okay. But even that's enough for people. And even that, like I started out as a masher, and that can tell you that you can get to pretty high heights if you just play the game enough. Like there's with Street Fighter 6, there's gonna be a whole wave of people that are just mashing. They have the simple controls and they're just like mashing X or square as hard as they can, and eventually they're gonna learn to be very good, competent players. And it's gonna be a whole storyline of like the new school players versus like the 2023ers versus the OGs. You got Diego Ume Juarez versus Minecraft Steve. I mean, you kind of have that now with what is the kid's name? Ending Walker. Very notable Ed player, came out of the woodwork, was originally from Minecraft, or like Minecraft was their game, and then they picked up Street Fighter and they got really fucking good at it. I can't stress enough, I really cannot, how much of an outlier this comment is. Like everyone is so nice, everyone is so stoked and so happy that like, oh my god, you're playing my game, like that's awesome. Like I'm really happy that you're playing Skullgirls, I'm really happy that you're playing Dragon Ball, Den's Fighting Herds, Street Fighter 4, whatever. Like I'm stoked to see you playing, I'm stoked to see you playing Accent Core, and I'm stoked to be playing the games because fighting games are fucking amazing. But with that being said, Mr. Commenter, if you're watching this, or someone that has like a similar sentiment to this person, like don't limit an already niche crowd. People have a hard enough time getting into fighting games, and luckily enough, I'm someone that's already committed and someone that's willing to like raise myself to that level. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do things. Just have fun with fighting games, enjoy fighting games. I love fighting games, they're amazing, they're my favorite genre. But that's gonna do things. I will see you all later. Check out the description, there's a lot of stuff down there. There's my second channel, my Twitch, all that good stuff, friend stuff. I'll see you later. Peace.